Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25.
And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Here's Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 32 yards.
And the Ravens are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
From the gun, Jackson.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action. 2nd and 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Andy Isabella, 34 yards.
And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Dafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, and his offense was staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on the keeper the moment it revealed itself.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
In motion right is Wilson. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Tua.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. The slot man in motion right.
Hey, middle.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Jackson will keep it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the
We never